Yes, it is absolutely possible to make $200,000 a year as a content creator. 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, $1 million a year. There are people that have done it, are doing it, and will continue to do it. And it's possible for you to do it if that's what you wanted to do. Now, there are so many ways to make money in content creation. And that's one of my favorite things about what I do for a full-time living is content creation, because I might be monetizing it in one way, and then all of a sudden another way is introduced and another way is introduced. And usually what was making money doesn't really go away. It's kind of an and. Now where I focus my energies, where I decide I really want to play might change. And that's another fun part of the business, because as content creators, we get to show up and choose. So if you've never seen me before, my name is Lori Ballen, and I earn multiple six figures in content creation. My business is 78% profitable. I have no employees, no outsourced work. I have one little partnership, which I may mention on here as we go along, because of something I started earlier, not because of something I went out and strategically did. And I'm going to break down for you what those income streams are. Now, if you're sticking your nose up at multiple six figures saying, well, that's not seven figures, I may not be your girl. I think when you get into the seven-figure space, not always, but typically you have leverage, you have teams, you're hiring people, you're spending money on ad revenue. And although I've had businesses like that in the past, it's not the business I want anymore. And I kind of sat down one day and decided, I did some math and I set some goals and I said, what do I really want to make for a living? And of course you want $1 million, but what do I want my life to look like, my business to look like, and what am I willing to do? And some of the things that I said, no matter what, is I want freedom. And for me, freedom means no employees. I don't want payroll. I don't want to have somebody answer to me. I don't want to answer to somebody else. And there's this whole stuff that comes along. I used to have a business with 100 employees, so I've been there and done that. I don't want to do it anymore. So that means I'm going to stay somewhat smaller. And it's a decision that I'm making to do that. And I love it because it means I can go on an Alaska vacation for 10 days and I don't have to tell anybody I'm leaving. I don't have to move appointments or cancel. I do have a group coaching program, but if I plan my vacations around when that group coaching program falls, I don't have to move anything. And even if it overlaps, moving a day or so ahead of time is a pretty easy thing to do. But I don't have to say, hey, will you watch my clients for me, or put in a request for a leave of absence or any of those things, because I earn multiple six figures in this space, which gives me the freedom to come and go. But I do work. So let's talk about what that looks like. There are content creators out there that are making 200,000 plus. And why am I using the number 200,000? You might want to know, because I've started based on my own business and based on some interviews I've done recently with other creators and some math I've looked at other creators that are doing TikTok shop, that are doing YouTube, that are doing Amazon influencer, and some of the things we're going to talk about. Between 200 and 300,000 seems to be a real sweet spot. I'm finding that to be the number that a lot of them are hitting. And to me, I'm pretty happy in that space, as long as that's what I'm taking home, right? I'm pretty happy in that space because that supports a life that I can live. Anything beyond that, great. Investments and wealth building, and that's wonderful. And I think it's all possible and scalable with time, effort, energy, depending on where you put your platform. So that's kind of where I came up with that number. So what might that look like? Well, I interviewed a woman a few months ago, who does about 250, 260 only on YouTube and Like to Know It, LTK. So she is a over 40 fashion influencer. And all she does is, well, I shouldn't say all she does because it makes it sound so small, but she makes 2 videos every week, 2 long form videos every week. Those videos go to an editor who's not a hire of hers. It's an independent contractor that she sends her videos to, not like on that kind of a payroll. And he does, as far as I know, and he does her editing, and then he makes them also into short form content. She puts the short form videos on LTK, and primarily she makes her money like this. And I'll talk about mine too. YouTube ad revenue. So she gets paid when people watch her videos. She makes affiliate income. So she gets paid when somebody clicks a link and buys a product. She earns a commission. And she does brand deals. So these brands will pay her to mention their product in the video, or there could be product placement, or she might do an actual product review. It's different depending on the brand deals. And then she also makes money on the LTK app as uploading photos and videos and tagging products with affiliate income. So ad revenue, affiliate income, and brand deals. Those are the primary 3 income streams. Now, her choice has been basically almost to put all of her effort into YouTube, primarily. And I don't think that's a bad way to go about this. However, I have this, I feel like we're leaving money on the table if we don't cross-platform. And 2, I worry about having all my eggs in one basket, because if a platform should suddenly go away or change or sell, or they do something to the algorithm, you're at the mercy of that. Now, in the space she's in on YouTube, it's pretty proven. It's been there for a long time. The odds that are just going to go away are very slim. And so I understand that concept, especially where she is in this phase of life, and it makes sense. And something else that she brought up a good point about is the more she focuses on YouTube, the more she gets incentivized by YouTube. Bonuses and events and things like that, where if you're scattering on too many different channels, you may not. It's kind of like if you go on a cruise and you cruise only with Royal Caribbean, you get all of Royal Caribbean's perks. But if you cruise Royal and then next week you're going to go on, next week, let's do that. Then next time you go on Celebrity, the next time you go on Princess, you're not earning all the rewards from all of those. And so some people will go all in on one cruise line. But then all the people just now that were with Royal changed their top tier, and everybody's mad about it. And they're saying, oh my gosh, I put all my effort and energy into Royal, and now we're not getting the goods anymore out of this top tier. That's just some of the stuff I've been watching on YouTube anyway, not personal experience. And so that is what we have to really watch out for, right? Is being at the mercy of that. So one way to make money is on YouTube. So let's talk about that a little bit. So I make money on YouTube, and I have to tell you that out of all of the ways I create content, out of everything I do, out of all the platforms that I touch on a regular basis, the one, if you asked me, you can only keep one, it would be YouTube. And that surprises people because I've done so well on TikTok Shop. They see me on Amazon, but YouTube is proven. It's been around for a long time. It's stable, it's growing, and oh my gosh, the way they keep adding the ability to monetize. So you can monetize with ad revenue. And that is something I do. So when you reach the threshold for enough subscribers, enough watch time, you're going to have to go look at that on YouTube because it keeps changing, so I don't want to misquote. But it's a certain 1,000 subscribers, right? It might be 1,000. It could be more when you're watching this video. A certain amount of hours of watch time, how long that person is watching your video. And there's some other requirements to go in there, right? So what you're going to do is you're not going to worry about that. You're going to get up every single day. You're going to make videos, because that's what's going to get you to the monetization threshold. I think my last channel, it took me 6 months to get there. Some people do it in 5 days. They pick the right video, goes viral. Some people it takes a year. Some people never get monetized. So it depends on what you're willing to do and how you're willing to show up. So how it works is when somebody's watching a YouTube video, a little ad will appear in various spots throughout the video. And YouTube charges the advertisers through Google AdSense for those ads to run, and they give you a portion of it. I want to say it's 65%. I'd have to go look, but somewhere around there. I don't worry about that too much. Now, the way they pay you is based on for every 1,000 views. This is kind of the math that we come up with. So RPM or CPM, I'm not even going to get into all the different terminology, but let's just say for every 1,000 views, you earn $15. That gives you a really quick metric to determine, okay, I've got to get more views on these videos because for every 1,000 views, I get this much money. On short form, it's way less. So you might get $15 for every 1,000 views on a long form video, but on a short form video, you might only get 50 cents for 1,000 views on a long form video. So there is some differences in how we make video, but this is not a YouTube class today. I really just want to talk about some monetization, how we make money as content creators. So as a content creator, if I show up here and I make this video and you're watching this video, no matter what, I'm going to get paid through that monetization program for your view. And so obviously views are very important, but here's another way we can make money. You'll notice down here, down below the video, you're going to see my ebooks. Those are digital products. So you can actually, when you reach the threshold and you qualify, you can actually link a store. So this could be your own store. It could be a Shopify store. It could be a fourth wall store. There's a few different platforms that they allow for. So you can have your own store and you can link products. So I've got a publishing site. I have all of my ebooks and I link my ebooks through there. That you can also do merch, t-shirts and hats and things like that. So that is another way to monetize, which is another way that I do make money through my YouTube channel. Another way I make money through my YouTube channel, and many of us do now, is through affiliate marketing. And there's a couple ways to do this. So from your very first upload, you can monetize a video. Your very first upload. I'm not talking about ad revenue, affiliate income. Because in that description box, and this may change down the road, but as of today, when I'm making this video, 2025, in that description box, you can put links. So you can, when the person clicks to see more on the YouTube video, there's going to be a description box. And a lot of people put in their social handles and they put in their contact info, maybe a little bit of a description about the video for keywords. They might have a little about me so you can learn more about me. But some people will put in affiliate links. So let's pretend that today, one of my channels is a shopping haul channel. It's product reviews. So later today, I'm going to go do a product review and I'm actually unboxing all of my new Halloween pillows that I just got from Pottery Barn. So I'm going to set up the camera and I'm going to bring out these pillows one by one and I'm going to introduce the pillow and talk about the pillow. Well, in the description box, I can get these pillows and I could put affiliate links all the way down. Now, in order to do that, I would have to have an affiliate relationship with Pottery Barn, or I would have to have an affiliate relationship with a platform that offers links to multiple brands and stores. One of those is LTK. So you'll hear me mention LTK several times. One of the reasons why I love LTK is because you can literally go in there, look up the pillows, and I can save that link, and then I can use them anywhere. So I can put them in a YouTube description. I can put them in a Pinterest pin. Lots of ways to use that, even if I don't make a video on LTK. It used to be called Reward Style. You might have heard of that, but now it's Like to Know It or LTK. Mostly fashion, some beauty, home and garden, that kind of space, okay? But I can go grab those links without ever putting a video on LTK. But I also do put them on LTK. So I'm driving the traffic over there through these videos that go in that description. Let's just say you apply for an Amazon account. Amazon Associates, Amazon Influencer, they have two programs. You go on and apply, you get approved. Let's just say the Amazon Associates one, because that's easier. It doesn't require a social following. It just requires a website. You might be able to apply with a Facebook channel or YouTube channel, but it's where all you can do is do links. You're not going to get a storefront. You're not going to upload videos to their platform. You're just getting links, affiliate links. That's Amazon Associates. So let's just say today, instead, I'm going to do my favorite kitchen items, or I'm going to compare 3 reverse osmosis systems, which are things that I do. I could go to my Amazon account and I can pull up all the links to those reverse osmosis systems and I can link them in that YouTube video with a disclosure, of course, that I'm an Amazon associate and I make money with no extra cost to them. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Right out of the gate, there's all kinds of affiliate networks you can go look at that have affiliate links to all of these places, even if you don't have a following. There's platforms like Awin, CJ.com, Impact.com, those are FlexOffers.com. Those are just a few. Impact is a really cool one that has a lot of the bigger brands these days, like Nike and some of those. So that's one way to go about it. The better way, in my opinion, to go about this is to work hard to get enough subscribers. At the time of making this video, it's 10,000, but at the time you're watching it, that could change. Then you qualify to apply for their YouTube shopping program. And YouTube shopping is its own affiliate network. I just cried tears of joy when this started. I was so excited about it because I've been doing affiliate marketing for years and years and years in the software space. I've just recently gotten into the e-commerce space in the last 2 years. Prior to that, it was all software. And I have one relationship in software that pays me 6 figures a year just for that one relationship, because I've got over 200 people to sign up and I earn commissions on that every time, every month. That's a whole nother conversation. Software is still huge for affiliate marketers that like to teach or share software, their favorite strategies in software. Anyway, when YouTube Shopping launched this, basically what it is they have now partnered with all kinds of brands, from Walmart to Lowe's to Home Depot to Anthropologie to Pottery Barn to, it's just incredible how many spaces, Ulta, all kinds of beauty, fashion, DIY, all of these things. And don't think, oh, you're a man, you can't do this, because the hardware places, the DIYs, the things that you do in your backyard, it's absolutely incredible what is available in the YouTube space. So tools, all of that. So what you do is I'll upload a video, and let's just pretend I'm doing this fashion haul and I'm talking about this sweater, right? And this sweater, well, actually it's a bad example because I don't think Buckle is one of their partners. Let's pretend I got this at Nordstrom, because Nordstrom is. And I put on the sweater and I talk about the sweater. Well, then after I make the video, there's going to be a little tab that says products. Well, I can find this sweater for sale wherever it is for sale, where YouTube has a partnership, and I can tag it. Sometimes, for example, this sweater could be sold at Macy's. It could be sold at Nordstrom, and maybe it's sold at, I don't know, there's going to be a third, H&M, there's a third in there somewhere. And let's just say they're all partners of YouTube. Well, Macy's might only pay 12% and Nordstrom might pay 7%, and this one only pays 5%. So you might take the highest one, or you might take whatever converts the best. If Nordstrom is very well known, it's trusted, it's popular on YouTube, it might be worth taking a little bit of the less commission and tagging that one. You can also tag all three and let the consumer decide. That's one of the benefits of YouTube, is that we're allowed to tag the same product in multiple things. What we can't do is tag a product that we're not actually showing in the video. They don't want us doing that, and you could lose your account. But that is a really cool piece of YouTube, and it is a way that I'm making money, and it has become a very large part of my focus on my other channel, is shopping hauls, try-ons, just everything that I can showcase. Now home and garden, I'm really getting into the home decor space, and I'll be doing more of that. There's a lot of strategy to be said there. Then what I do afterwards is I take that YouTube video and I have software that chops it up into short form video. So if I feature 15 products in a shopping haul, I will create 15 or more short form videos from one click of a button using software. Then I take those short form videos, I upload them as shorts, and I tag them there too with affiliates. I upload them to Amazon if that product is for sale on Amazon, and then I make money on Amazon. I'll upload it to TikTok and I'll tag it on TikTok if it's for sale there. I'll upload it to LTK, tag LTK, I'll make money there. I'll upload it to Pinterest, tag it there, earn money there. That's kind of the methodology of one of the biggest ways that I make money in e-commerce, is doing these product reviews and then splitting it up between all of these different platforms to earn affiliate commissions. So affiliate marketing is my absolute favorite thing on the planet, because I get to just talk about something and then walk away. I actually don't like sales, and people might find that funny, because here I was dressed up in a baseball costume yesterday promoting a hot dog machine, and you're thinking sales and I'm thinking introduction. I'm thinking here's a product. I'm not thinking buy now and what do I have to say to get them to click the button, and what script do I need and how do I get them to convert. Now maybe I should, but that's not the world I like to play in. I'm more marketing. I'm not even more marketing. I'm more content. I don't know how else to explain it any other way. I'm like, let me just show up. Let me show up and show people this thing. Here's this amazing jug that this is one of the ones I actually did. So this is a mug that I got for free on TikTok, and I absolutely love it. It really is my favorite mug. It's almost empty. And what I love about it, I'm in Vegas, is that I can fill this about 3/4 with ice, and then I fill the rest with water. And that ice is still solid chunk when I get back in, even after shopping in the mall for 3 or 4 hours or being out running around all day long. It stays cold. That's really important to me. I also like the way it's got a little magnetic top. It throws in the dishwasher. It's super easy to clean, yada, yada, yada. Well, that's exactly how I'm going to make my video. I'm going to tell them why I love this. What are the benefits of why I've used this, but not in a salesy sort of way. Just here's why I love this mug, that kind of thing. So that's an option for a lot of people. And it's anything. If you have a hobby, it could probably be monetized on YouTube. I'll tell you one of the absolute best ways to monetize on YouTube is being a storyteller. The future belongs to the storyteller. I mean, getting on YouTube and just sharing how you faced a problem and how you got through it, or how you started your life over again, or why you're retiring, or why you bought a bigger house, or why you downsized, or the struggles of parenting, or dating in this world, or telling stories about your business that you do. Maybe you're a crafter. There's this woman that I watch. I think she's on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. I cannot think of her name. I'm terrible about knowing their names. And she uses a filter over all of hers, which I like because it kind of gives it this old world kind of vintage style to it. And she's always wearing some kind of like whimsical dress, and she does art. And you'll see her doing the art on the screen, but there's a voiceover. There's a little story she's telling over the fact that she's doing art. So she gets to show up every day and do what she loves, which is this art, which she also sells, I believe. And then she gets money from advertisers on the YouTube account for people just watching her stories. Right? There's people that are just doing so well on talking about building towards retirement, right? Saving, building your credit score. But it could be anything that I said it the other day, that everybody on this planet knows enough to monetize your existence, literally, just your past experience, your current experience. Have you ever built something? Have you ever grown something? Have you ever struggled through something? Those are stories that can be monetized. There's another woman I watch. I'll give you another example. She sold her house and she travels in an RV. And what's interesting about her is she's not telling you how to travel in an RV, which I love this. She's not trying to be the do-it-all, know-it-all, anything. She shares the struggles, the joys. She sits in the cabin and she just talks about, oh my gosh, I was so scared last night because somebody was knocking on the door. Or she talks about why she's moving from this space to another space because it's too loud or because this is happening. She gets paid for all of that. Okay. Now, another way you can make money on YouTube is people can leave donations. Another way you can make money on YouTube is with subscriptions. I mean, there's just so many ways to make money on YouTube as a creator. Now, in addition to YouTube, we have TikTok, which is another space that is really building towards a similar structure. You can get paid on TikTok for live streaming. They literally now are offering you, like, if you live stream and you get this many views, we will give you a bonus of $1,000. You literally can just get on a live stream and make money. I watched a woman yesterday. She was reading and she's just sitting there like in her rocking chair and like in a big recliner reading. And I'm like, why are people watching this? I don't understand. And it took me a minute because there was no talking to realize she had this little book club. Not little, I mean, she has a book club. And what she does, she picks a book and she puts a little thing up there that says every hour they're going to discuss the chapter that they're reading for 10 minutes. And there was like 170 people on there, something live streaming with this woman, and they're just reading together, and she's getting money for all that time. And then they can throw money at her too. There's all kinds of these stickers and prizes and ways for her to make money. I mean, you know enough to exist. Your hobby is monetizable, believe it or not, as long as it's legal. I mean, if all you're into is drugs and alcohol and illegal activity, you're probably not going to come to YouTube or TikTok to get monetized. But other things, right? There's another girl that does the rods that they're like the metal rods that let's just say spirits are speaking through, and everybody just rattles off questions. Am I going to find the love of my life? Am I going to get pregnant? Am I going to be a grandma? Yes, no, Lori, yes, no. And she gets paid for that all day long. I mean, whatever it is you're into is monetizable on these platforms, okay? Then in addition to that, you could link a store. You could sell services. You could sell coaching. TikTok has subscriptions now. You can sell subscriptions for $3.95 every month. You get a private call, or not a private call, a private group call where only our subscribers are on. So it's more personal. Plus you get a t-shirt, plus you get yada, yada, $3.95 every month, whatever. Okay. Those are ways that people make money. Now, how I make money, at least at this moment, is I make money as a TikTok shop affiliate. And I keep getting confused. I've only done one full year. Last year was one full year and I made 6 figures. And then I had the holiday season before that, which was $47,000. And this year remains to be seen if it'll hit 6 figures or not, because there's so much changing going on with the TikTok algorithm. We'll see. I'm still hopeful, but it's a few $1,000s a month. I look at it as a side hustle, a few $1,000s a month. I make some videos as I have some things. If I wanted to get more purposeful about it, I could. Actually, I am. I am right now because I'm switching. I've been in the beauty space up until now, and I'm switching to mainly home decor, kitchen, that type of thing, because as I age up, I want less and less to be in the beauty space personally. And so kind of a little mix of that, and you'll see. I'm doing some stuff on there. If you follow me on TikTok, you'll see. Okay, another way you can so TikTok has a whole bunch of those similar to YouTube. You don't have to live stream. You also could build up subscribers, and you could qualify for their monetization programs that pays you every time you make 1 minute plus videos that get pushed out on the For You page that get a certain amount of views. That's another way to make money. So again, just showing up and being you. You could be funny, you could be sarcastic, you can be opinionated, as long as it falls within their terms of service, and you could make enough videos to get enough followers that you're getting paid for all of these. Then there's all kinds of other programs. These are just a few that I've touched on, but it is a way that we make money in the digital marketing space. Another way a lot of us content creators make money, especially those of us that are more like coaches, trainers, educators, writers, bloggers, those type of creators, we make money with digital products. So that's ebooks, cheat sheets, templates, communities, coaching. That alone is 6 figures for me, that stream. So I do 6 figures in that stream, the coaching, digital products, and downloadables, that kind of thing. I make 6 figures there, and then I do 6 figures as a software affiliate, and then I do 6 figures as an e-commerce affiliate. Those are kind of like my 3 lanes that I'm really happy in right now, and I don't see much reason to go outside of that unless there's some new thing that pops up. We'll see. But I love those lanes. And so I make money through ad revenue on those channels, and affiliate marketing on those channels, and then my digital products on those channels. The only thing I'm not yet doing brand deals. And it's not because they haven't tried, because I do get reached out to all the time. My challenge with that, and there's so much money in that, but it would be a trade-off for me. One of the things, I don't like to work for anybody. I don't want to answer to anybody. I don't want somebody coming at me saying, hey, when are you going to make that video? Or can you remake that video? Or can you cut out the part where you said XYZ? Ugh. That all makes me nauseous to think about, because my number one priority in life is freedom, and that takes away my freedom, in my opinion. Does it mean I'll never do it? No, I've done in the past. I did like opening, put in an intro, put in an outro, those kind of things. I just haven't decided yet I imagine I will get into brand deals at some point, but they would have to be very hands off. Like, we will pay you X amount of dollars just to mention our video somewhere mention our product in the video, or showcase it, try it and use it and showcase it somewhere. But if they have an opinion and want to come back to me and say, could you do it this way? I remember when I first started doing TikTok, free samples were like this. So on TikTok Shop, They will, and Amazon's like this too, they will send you free samples sometimes. And then the free sample, what they want you to do is make a video. And then when you tag the product, you'll get affiliate commissions. So it's win-win all the way around. But some of these sellers will send you their shower rack that's $19 or $4 or whatever it happens to be. And they'll come at you saying, can you make 2 more of those? This time, can you answer that person's question? Can you do the white one? And I'm like, oh, no. So personally, I think that there's a case for buying your own products and reviewing them too, rather than taking the samples, because when we take the samples, we now we don't work directly for somebody, but there are expectations, okay? And whether they're written hard and fast or not, there's expectations kind of in that ballpark. So you got to be careful about doing that. There are other ways to make money as creators with apps and many, many, many more things. I would highly suggest, if this is something that interests you, oh, I forgot blogging and Pinterest. Blogging and Pinterest is another way I make money, and it is growing. It's funny because I started off as a blogger. That's really long before I got into video, I was a blogger. And I've been doing video for about 9 years. And so I was a blogger before that, since AOL said you've got mail, decades. And over time, blogging with Google traffic and things like that is kind of phased out. Google doesn't have the reach that it once did, doesn't have the clicks it once did, doesn't have the organic ranking system that it once did. And so many of us have switched over to other platforms. And one of the platforms I'm working on right now is Pinterest. And I'm doing blogging on Pinterest. And when people click through on the blog, then I'm earning ad revenue. And my Pinterest ad revenue and my YouTube ad revenue per 1,000 views are pretty much the same. TikTok has the lowest average pay-per-views because a lot of those views are fake. There's bots. It's kind of really hard to get a real number on that right now, but it is like $3.50 if you considered all the views. And then Amazon, if you looked at it based on clicks, if you considered a click a view, it's the highest of all of them. I looked at it yesterday, it was like $32. But depending on how you count those metrics, it can be a little bit tricky. But I was just kind of taking a pulse on all of them, like where is my time best spent? And my answer to that question is, where is your time best spent? It's going to be on the platform that you'll use and where the monetization is available. Facebook and Instagram, the whole meta space now has monetization programs for content creators. There are ways where you could do comment shop and I'll send you my latest list of my clothes. You could put links in your stories. Facebook just rolled out now you can put links to Amazon in your Instagram reels if you're part of the monetization program. So all of these platforms are moving towards that direction. Man, if you ever see them do software, like if somebody actually were to build a software affiliate program and it becomes rolled into all of these things where I can make a reel and tag the affiliate program right there, or TikTok shop, ooh, I'm going to be all over that. I'm dreaming they come up with that, because I love to teach and I love to teach software. But all of these spaces are a great way to play. You can pick one, you can pick all. I still think the biggest opportunities on YouTube. I think YouTube is such a good starting place because it can feed out to all the others. You can chop it up and make short form videos out of it. You can feed them to ChatGPT and get transcripts that you could turn into blogs. Like, it's such a good hub, good starting point. So if you're willing to make video, whether you're on camera or not, and by the way, you don't have to be, I sold, what did I sell again? I forgot, was it 7 or was it more than that? Anyway, I sold a bunch of Twinkling Lights Halloween Pottery Barn trees the other day off of last year's video that I made, because now the season's coming back up. And I wasn't on the video. I just walked in with my phone. I put all the products on this kitchen table right here. And I walked around and I looked at each one and pointed out each one. And I was never on the camera, and it's making sales. You could build a faceless review channel. You could build a faceless storytelling video if you're willing to go out and get the B-roll or buy the video, make it interesting for them to watch. You could do it. You could build a podcast and monetize it where you're interviewing somebody else. Best to be on camera, but you don't have to be. But there's all kinds of ways to do this. And now I'm past the 30-minute mark, and I was going to keep this at 30 minutes. So there you go. Let me know what specifics you want to know more about. I'm happy to come back and dive deep into each one of these topics. watch my YouTube channel. You're going to see all of the good things happening there where I teach everything that I do as a content creator. And I do have a coaching program. So if you like this style of teaching and guidance, we meet twice a month on a call, 2-hour calls twice a month. And it's always a small group. So it's very intimate, which means you can ask your questions and I can give you personal advice as long as you don't mind the other 20 or 30 people that are watching. I always have about 100 people in the coaching group, but only so many actually show up for the live calls, which is a shame because that's where most of the value is. Then I also have stacks of modules that have video resources. I have written processes. You get all my ebooks for included. You get all my ChatGPT prompts and my AI, my tool instructions. All of that is in there. And then we also have a private Facebook community where we get together and talk. People ask me questions. So it's a great place to be if you really are serious about growing your content creation business in the monetization ways that I mentioned today. So I'm Lori Ballen. Thank you for being here.